It won something.
yeah. It won some sort of something. But yeah, that has James Franco in it, and it's about the making of The Room, and then the people who made The Room made Best Friends. So, and I will say a caveat now because I'll probably come up over and over again, especially when you meet our cat Gamera. I like terrible movies. I like terrible movies.
Terrible movies a lot too.
We like riff tracks and Mystery Science Theater, and anything that is awful, we will pretty much watch it. I'd rather watch a terrible movie than might be kind of a good movie. It either has to be excellent or terrible.
If I look at IMDb and it's between 3.5 and under 7, I probably don't want to watch it. Those mid-range movies just don't do much for me.
Yeah, if I see something that's a 5, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I paint all day. I don't know if I want to waste my time, but here usually I do probably another 12 layers on the skin, but I'm going to go on to the nose because I know otherwise it's going to be me painting the same skin tones over and over again. Also, I'm going to have to use my hair dryer. I've not really tried this broadcasting yet, so it might be noisy. Are you trying to turn it down there, Maddie?
Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, no, I don't know. The microphone is right by my camera here, so I don't know if it'll be really loud.
Let us know.
Okay. If it okay.
I see the levels are going crazy.
Yeah, I know. Okay. That's all it needs. I don't put a lot of water in my acrylics when I'm doing base monochromatic levels. I do when I'm doing transparent levels of color afterwards to kind of do an overpainting, but the underpainting when I'm actually kind of sculpting it out of gray tones or like a grisaille or a verdaccio or whatever.
Melody said it's not obnoxious.
Yeah. Is it not bad? Okay.
She loves the sound.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. Does it feel like you're getting your hair done? Okay.
They want more.
Well, I can just leave this on.
Yes,
my power bill will be kind of
crazy. We're going to leave it on the whole time.
No, but yeah, I will use that from time to time. It's when I'm going to do a layer of paint. Acrylics dry very quickly, but sometimes not so quickly that I can't do a thicker layer of paint on top of it without kind of sliding around and looking weird. So I'm just kind of trying to build up the shape of her nose here. Nose here, not nose here. Quiet. I know, I got my Midwestern accent here. But I'm deciding where the nostrils will go.
I like Jasmine's nose.
My nose? Or my nose that I paint in my paintings?
I like your nose.
Aw, thank you. Yes, it kind of looks like the nose in these, except I don't really put a bridge in the nose in my paintings. I think that makes the eyes look bigger.
Carrie says she can hear us talk over it too.
Oh, really? Even over that hairdryer?
Yes.
Oh, good. Thank you, Carrie. That's helpful. I was kind of afraid to use it. Because I don't bring it when I do paintings like at Disney and stuff like that, because I don't want to bother people who are just trying to go about their business and all of a sudden it's a hairdryer. But yeah. So I'm using a lighter tone of the color I used in order to tint the gesso for the background to start building up. So it looks like a sculpture.
Nobody asked, have you ever done a self-portrait?
You know, that's a hard question. You know, I have done a couple.
Is it okay if I just interrupt you like
Yes, it is okay.
Okay,
it's very much
sure.
okay, because otherwise I'll go on. I will totally Bob Ross this forever if you don't.
Happy little noses.
Yeah, yes. But no, I have done some intentional ones, not for a long time.
If you go on, I can type in the URL, right?
I don't know, probably. Yes, Hunger Pains is kind of a self-portrait. It's kind of a more comic book style one, but yeah. But I think a lot of them end up looking like me, even if I don't mean them to, because well, if I need a photo reference for something, like if I'm like, what do eyes look like if they're looking up to the right and there's a light over here and a blue light over here, where are the shadows? I'll use my iPhone, I'll just hold it up, take a picture of myself. So I end up painting my own eyes or sometimes my own nose from a funny angle, and especially my hands and arms.
This is just an example, Melody.
Yeah.
I went ahead and put the URL for Hunger Pains.
Yeah, that's a more realistic looking one, but yeah.
This is
hey, that's a first picture. What, the look on my face?
Yes.
Okay, that's the first one I ever got in Spectrum.
Yes, it was like a million years ago.
That was a million years ago.
Oh, look, guess who's here?
Who?
Buddy.
Buddy! Oh, hi, Buddy!
Hi, Buddy!
Good to see you. You made it. Buddy's a friend of mine. Oh gosh, going years and years back.
Buddy lives in California. He's a great guy.
Yes, he took us to the Magic Castle.
Yes, we went to the Magic Castle with Buddy.
When we were in Los Angeles. Yes. If anybody knows what the Magic Castle is, you will know how cool that is. It was very awesome.
I felt lovely there. I was intimidated, but I felt at home.
Yeah.
And the food was good.
The food was good. They had multiple vegetarian options.
Fixed us up some veggie food. That was great.
And you kind of wander through the whole mansion, and every room has something else happening, and you can just you can sit in and watch what people are doing. It's for magicians, like that sort of magic. It's not like a Disney magic castle.
Yeah, actually,
I bet
a lot of people would confuse that.
Yeah, you think like Magic Kingdom castle, but no, this is in Los Angeles, and it's been there for decades. It's been there a long time, and it's where people who are professional magicians can get a regular gig doing their magic tricks, basically. And you go there, it's a club, so you can't get in unless you're a member or you have a friend who's a member, which is why Buddy got us in, and that was really cool. He had some friends who are resident magicians there, and that was fantastic.
Who out there is an artist? Anyone?
Well, Carrie is.
Carrie's an artist.
And Buddy does art
too.
I've seen some pictures at Buddy's. Oh, you're asking art questions?
Well, no, I see some art questions.
Yeah, gotcha. They're coming from artists, yeah. Oh, yeah, especially if it's acrylics. That's mostly what I know as far as painting tips go. I'm using some of these lighter values. This is Titan Buff. I'm using golden fluid acrylics here. Is it better at that camera? No, I think that's too bright.
Titan Buff.
Yeah, golden fluid acrylics.
I think when you show it, do it.
Yeah, it's a good color that I use when I'm still in the early stages. It's not much more than a sketch at this point, but I want it to show up later. So if I do a bunch of transparent layers over it, that will still show through, so I remember, oh, I want her nostrils to be kind of uplit from underneath because I want her to look kind of magic-y, like she has a light from within. So I'm going to use some of that on her nose, above her nostrums, and maybe on the lower part of her upper lip, and a little bit on her lower lip. Actually, if you want to make somebody look super magic, you put a little bit of a light color along the edge of their chin. Then it looks like there's some sort of light that's coming from them. Even though when I finish this, I think I'm going to have the light source coming from the background. So she's a little bit backlit with the butterflies kind of going off into the distance. I haven't really sorted this one out so much. Usually I don't show people a painting when it's this loose still, but I wanted to start in at the beginning for my first Twitch here. And I know it's mostly my patrons, so if I have to change something, you still kind of know what I'm doing a little bit. You're familiar with my work. I'm going to have a dress here, and I haven't decided yet. I've drawn in a bunch of generic butterfly designs. I think I want to make it look like her dress is actually made out of butterflies, but I might have some fabric elements too, but I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to kind of outline the area
Jasmine
where her dress is going to be. I do love butterflies.
We're lucky enough to live here in Florida. We have
my gosh, we have a lot of butterflies. Yeah,
we see a lot on our walks. Also, you know what's kind of weird is the path we walk down.
Every day after
the Luna moths.
The Luna moths.
Now,
oh my gosh, this
obviously.
Is kind of a creepy story.
So we just see their wings.
See 4 wings that are not attached.
We don't see their
body.
We don't
see the middle bit, but I figured out what it was.
Gone.
Yes.
And that what is it? The squirrels?
We figured out it was I read about it online. It was on Florida Conservationist, and it turns out squirrels will come upon either living or dead. The squirrels are little bastards sometimes. I've seen them get lizards, but they will get Luna moths, and they will eat the middle part, like their little body, and leave the wings. So sometimes we'll find 4, 5, 10, 12 wings on one walk beautiful. Over by our house here back behind.
Says, how many hours a day do you spend painting?
Wow. That's almost a depressing... Well, I don't know if it's depressing or impressive. I paint pretty much all the time. If I'm not actually at a show or traveling on the road, and even then I paint a lot.
And when she's not doing that, she's answering questions
I'm answering questions online. Yeah, that's very true. That's pretty much all I do. We get up, our alarm is set at 5. Sometimes we'll sleep a little bit later. We're super tired, but 5 is pretty much a thing. And I usually paint until 9:30 or 10. Is that about right?
Oh, lately.
Yeah.
I wish it was a little bit earlier. I get tired.
So however many hours that is. It's a lot, and that's what I like to do. If I wasn't talking to you guys here on Twitch, I'd usually have music in my ears or an audiobook.
Lots of audiobooks.
Lots of audiobooks. I'm on Audible, and I'm a total junkie up there. I get so much Audible. So right now I'm just going through and adding highlights that I want to remember. These are like notes to myself where I want shiny bits to be later.
Looking up there at the
No, the other desk. One thing I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna start lining in the lashes on here.
Oh, Buddy likes your choice of camera angles.
Oh, good. Yeah, it was originally gonna be straight on, or else it would be from the side. Actually, is that moving there? It looks like it stopped.
It does look like it stopped. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Is the lower one frozen? Yeah, it's frozen on mine.
Is it frozen on yours?
You're smiling, at least.
Well, that's good.
Should I try to mess with it?
Hit refresh on yours. Or people who are watching, is the bottom picture me frozen?
It is because it's on mine.
I know. Yeah. I'm asking if it is on theirs. Is the bottom picture me frozen, or is it still moving around?
And in the meantime, someone asked,
okay.
Do you always work light to dark or dark to light? I do more watercolor, so I'm familiar with light to dark.
It depends on the painting. I tend to actually go starting with a mid-tone, which is why I tint the gesso I use on the background, because that way I can either work up and put brighter colors, or I can go darker using darker colors.
Yeah, they say it's frozen.
Is it frozen?
Now,
well, I wonder why.
I wonder if I unplugged it
and plug it back in,
if it would help.
Or
would it mess everything up?
It's the IT crowd sort of solution.
Let me try.
Try doing that. They can still hear us though, right? Everybody can still hear me.
Actually, that's the one that. No, okay.
No, this is my mic. Don't worry. But yeah, we'll try unplugging that. Hopefully, it will still show me. That's probably the least interesting one because it's mostly me looking down. Some people might not even notice if I was just kind of looking down and painting all the time.
Come on. I'm not sure what to do.
You plug it in and unplug it?
Yep.
Okay. I wonder why it's doing that. That's okay. In the meantime, they can watch me paint. But anyways, I like working from a mid-toned ground because I can go either up or down when I'm working. So here I'm drawing in some eyelashes, so I know when I start shading in the eyelids what areas are going to be lashes. I don't use black paint when I paint, ever. I will use, instead, I'll use usually a Doxazine purple mixed with Van Dyke brown, and that will be the darkest I go. If you take completely black paint, it kind of makes a flat area that will look kind of weird, like it's kind of floating on top of the rest of the painting. But I like to use something that's even blacker than black, because it's really like purple and brown mixed together. And that way I know that's a separate part of the painting than the rest of it. What is it, Maddie? Oh no, are we, oh, looks like we're getting, is it broadcasting still?
Yes, it's still broadcasting.
Still broadcasting? Okay.
It says encoding overload. Encoding
overload. Too cool for this. Okay.
So consider turning down the settings.
Okay. Well, you know what? Tell you what. Why don't you go in? This is some boring technical jargon.
Okay.
Go into the one that shows my face, since that's a smaller picture. Go in sources. Sources. I think I call it chair cam. I apologize, everybody. This is the weird stuff that that happens behind the scenes that we're trying to figure out. And okay, click on that, open it up, and look at the settings. You just double click it. You know, it has a resolution. Pick a smaller resolution that is the same proportions. You know what that means? Like the numbers are proportionally the same?
I'd have to figure it.
Yeah, it's just going to be multiplication.
Well, okay, what's half of 864 and 40? 240 and
238 and
432 by 240.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You can scoot it around if it's not quite
Okay, now you're talking.
I wonder if it's working. Maybe people can see me. Whatever it is, we'll keep it at that because that one is such a small picture.
Okay,
now,
and I'll make it big.
Make it big and make it fill up that little area. I wonder if they can see why we're doing that too.
Yeah, I think so because I saw somebody do this.
Oh, okay, cool.
How do I click off all that?
I just click off anything. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, guys.
Can people see me move now?
Ooh,
okay. Okay.
We did it.
I think I was trying to do it way too high resolution because I was trying to make it the best, but it's not like me being overlit by light is that good a thing to look at.
We're still getting a message, but as long as it stays there.
Okay. Maybe it means they already told us that message. Again, Mercury is still in retrograde, so whatever.
Okay, Stargirl76 says, hello, Jasmine, longtime fan and fellow artist. You have inspired me for many years. So nice to see you join creative here on Twitch.
Oh, are you here on Twitch also? Do you have a channel or?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Stargirl76, are you a viewer? Are you a
are you a creator also? Or whatever they call it here. A broadcaster.
And someone says, no problem. Everyone seems to have problems twitching on the first broadcast.
Yeah.
We'll probably have it on the second, third, fourth, and fifth as well.
Probably, yeah.
And Girl in the Mitten's happy to see you.
Yay! Hi. So at this point in the painting, I'm glad the one with the actual painting doesn't seem to have any problems because that's really what people are here to see. I hope. I'm outlining her eyes where the eyelashes will be painted. I will go over this with a much more accurate and fine brush after that, but I'm just trying to give notes for myself where I want those eyelashes to be. At this stage, it's almost more of a sketching than it is a painting, but it's coming along nicely. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a smile. People often ask me why my paintings aren't smiling, but a lot of them are. I think a lot of people don't notice because their mouths are very small.
Oh, she says she's a viewer, but she'll be launching her channel June 1st.
Cool. That's a good date to do that. I'm trying to find more people up here who are artists. I'm happy that there are getting to be more art people up at Twitch. I used to think it was just like a video game thing, so it's cool to see people making art or sewing clothes. Pretty cool, but video games are cool. They're very cool. No, I didn't know for a long time they had this sort of thing up here, so I was like, oh, that's a great platform for this type of thing. Makes me very happy. The more the merrier, just like anything else. Let's see, so I've outlined her eyes. I'm gonna put some pupils in there a little bit too. I haven't decided yet where the main light source is. I think it's gonna be back here. So I'm not going to do very extravagantly painted highlights yet, but I'm gonna put some sort of, I usually take a mixture of blue and brown to make the pupils. And then if it has a shadow over eyelashes, I will make a darker blue and brown on the top part of the pupil, because that's how it looks if you look at a person, if you see the shadow of their eyelashes.
I like the little slideshow you made. Oh, Angel's watching too, with Carrie.
Oh, hi, Angel. And congratulations to Ian also. I guess he just had his honeymoon.
That's amazing.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Let's see, well, basic stuff here. Actually, I'll decide where her other arm is going to go so I don't accidentally, like, paint her with one arm.
I'm happy that you can kind of mess with this while it's
Yes, streaming. That's a very good thing for newbies like us. Let's see, so if I put her in there, or is it? Again, usually I think I'd figure this stuff out before I'd start broadcasting, but well, I'm going to put her. Good thing about acrylics is that they are opaque. So I think I'm going to put her hand kind of going off to the side, and maybe one of the butterflies is lifting off of her skirt. So you can tell it's actually a butterfly up there instead of a dress. So it doesn't look like it's a dress made out of butterfly fabric. It actually looks like butterflies are kind of landing on her and making her dress. It reminds me at the end of...
Someone asked, Miss Liz71 asked, do you have any formal training or did you just figure it out as you go?
Mostly just figure it out as I go. Formal training.
Angel is waving too.
Oh, hi Angel. As far as formal training goes, that's complicated. I actually started my professional website when I was 17, so I was still in high school at that time. It's around the time I met Matt, actually. He's the one who gave me the nickname Strangeling, and that's why I made a website called Strangeling back in 1997, so it's been a while now.
So I get royalties.
Yeah, no, you do, actually. You do pretty good. You get 50% royalties. But as far as going to school for art, I went to the University of Missouri on a physics and mathematics scholarship, which at the time I was already doing a lot of artwork, but I thought I should get a backup degree, and I got a scholarship. I got a Madame Curie award for female scientists or something, and I got a scholarship for that. But then I realized about halfway into my degree that I did not want to really do that for a living. I was having a lot of fun painting. That's how I want to spend my time. I was doing good selling my paintings. And so I decided to switch over to painting, a studio art bachelor's degree in painting. But the college I went to did not have a place we could paint, which was weird. So they asked us to paint at home and come back in. Was it 4 times a semester? It wasn't a lot.
It wasn't a lot. Jasmine, I met Jasmine when she was in senior high school.
Yeah.
I want to tell you guys this. So senior high school, this is, I don't know if this will help or hinder or anyone. So Jasmine went to school, I met you like 3 months before you graduated in senior high school.
Yeah, in March.
I think you went there maybe 4 days. Did you?
Maybe. Not whole days.
And then she got out of as much college as possible, but she still got
I was valedictorian.
She still got phenomenal grades somehow.
Well, I'm good at test taking. I'm good at test taking. Anyways, for the painting program, they wouldn't let us have paints at the school because we couldn't put it in the water pipes because it had ancient water pipes, and even with non-toxic acrylics, they wouldn't let us put paint down the water pipe. So anyways, they called it independent study. Bachelor's degree, painting, studio art, and I minored in art history and German. So I did it at home, and then I just have to show up at the college, show them what I was working on. Usually I'd show them what I sold on eBay that week or whatever, and then I ended up with a degree in it. So I guess that would be considered a certification, but as far as training goes, I don't know if that's really helpful. I just practiced a lot, and it's been 20-some years, and I've gotten better at it as time goes by. So I didn't really ever get like a sitting down and getting painting instruction.
I would say, honestly, what Jasmine learned from her instructor, she took it to a different route. Everything, it seems like everything that you learn, you apply it to your own style. Which is ultimately
I think getting the art history degree was actually more helpful than any sort of.
And then Jasmine would tell anyone figure drawing.
Yes, that's one thing I did. I would always sign up for any live figure drawing classes. Any sort of painting from life, whether it's a bowl of fruit or the naked lady. You look at them, you look at them, you look at them, and your brain makes a muscle memory for you to remember how to make things look like they're in perspective and how things are shaded if you see them in different lights and that type of stuff.
Yes, Miss Liz 71, you can.
What's that?
She was asking if she could get as good as you without formal training.
Oh my gosh, yes. Absolutely, yes.
But it would be good to get some sort of training.
But training doesn't hurt.
Even from books.
In fact, I kind of wonder if I'd actually gone to a school that had an art program. I might have gotten better earlier because it did take a while. Few years after that I did it full time. So that's true too. It depends on your teacher. They might have an idea of what art is supposed to be. And I mean, some of our teachers at that school thought that postmodern 1950s abstract was the thing to do. And if you didn't do that, then why bother? I remember getting graded down on a painting I did of apples because the apples looked too realistic. And that was not what I was going for as far as art instruction goes. Since then, though,
Miss Liz says she's on Skillshare a lot. What's Skillshare?
I don't know what Skillshare is.
What is Skillshare?
Is it a program or?
I assume it's some sort of, I'm guessing a website?
I don't know.
Or a forum?
Is it an app?
I don't know.
It's about everything.
But we'll find out what Skillshare is here.
Yeah, we'll find that out. It sounds like something you might want to know about.
Yeah.
But as far as I have since then, as a grown-up, done some things. Like I've gone to some of Larry Elmore's painting and drawing workshops in Kentucky. He doesn't have me scheduled now. He's one of the painters who did a lot of the Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering artwork that I loved as a kid. And he did a lot of drawing and painting workshops in Kentucky. And then we did a couple of on-the-road retreats in France with him, which was more of like just a vacation for artists to go have fun. But okay. I think this helped a lot too.
Skillshare is a website where people can bring their skills and they do video classes.
Really?
Miss Liz has learned a ton about watercolor there.
Oh my gosh. I should go there and look at acrylics.
But they do everything, not just art.
Oh, does it have like cooking and stuff? Or is it
have cooking.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Woodworking would be good.
Woodworking would be
always learn some new
good.
techniques.
People who don't know, Matt does a lot of the woodworking stuff.
Miss Liz 71 says she loves Larry Elmore. It's one of her favorites. She didn't actually say love. I threw that in because I assume that she does.
Yeah, but no, Larry's fantastic, and he is the one who told me to go do Dragon Con and do conventions.
Yes,
before that, I did not do that.
Yes, Dragon Con was our first convention, and man,
actually, MegaCon was first. But
we did
MegaCon first, yeah.
Okay, we did MegaCon first.
But
MegaCon
he told us that we should go to that one.
A local convention we do here in Orlando. It's rather large.
It used to be small. Now it's like 100,000 people, which that's like bigger than most cities.
It's very
crazy.
Large.
Yeah.
It's a good one to go to.
Yeah, it is. If anybody's local in Florida, it's 4 days long. It's at the Orange County Convention Center, and it is massive. I buy like a 30-foot booth there to have my artwork. Yeah, we got a
30 by 10-foot long booth.
Yeah.
Last year
and we're giving away pins too. We got a bunch of pins.
We are giving away pins. We are giving away pins. We're not sure the quantity or how that's going down.
The people that see Tiger Pixie in here, I'm working on a special collaboration pin with her, so we're going to have an announcement about that soon.
Oh, yeah, our links are turned off. She was going to share the link.
Oh, shoot.
I'll remember it. Don't worry, Miss Liz.
And it's called Skillshare. Is it .com or?
You just Google it.
Just Google it.
Yeah, that's how we do everything.
That's how things are. Yeah. Let's see. Right now, I'm trying to put some shadows in where I know I'm going to want to have shadows later. Under her head, so it doesn't look like her neck is growing out of her chin.
Yeah, just Skillshare.com.
Oh, okay.
She typed it in a sneaky way.
I know how that is. There's
Tiger Pixie said, woohoo!
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
Yes.
We're working on painting together.
I think it's going to work out great.
Yeah, I think so too. It's going to be adorable. Tiger Pixie who's Carrie Hawks, she does paintings of kitty cat. So she's doing a kitty cat and I'm doing a fairy and we're doing a painting and we're doing a pin of it. And we're giving away the pins for free at MegaCon. So local people come to that. It is for free, but it has to be for customers. Technically,
if you make a purchase,
by their MegaCon and DragonCon want us to do it with purchase. So even if you buy like a postcard, whatever, you get a free pen. I think it's for crowd control purposes or something, which I understand. In the past few years, both DragonCon and MegaCon have been insane. Anybody in the chat room go to either of those?
Somebody met us at MegaCon.
Oh yeah.
I know that.
I don't know. They're still in there. I can't see the screen.
Carrie
shows
obviously,
at MegaCon. Yeah. But yeah, those are fun shows.
I don't think Buddy's been to MegaCon.
I think so.
How do I look at a list of who's in here?
That's actually in there. Yeah. I think. Let me click over to that and scroll down. And chat is. Let's say chat. Click on chat, and then open it up, or click on it, or open it, or the thing next to it, or maybe the thing below it. If you scroll down a bit, like the little gears, probably. That always means settings. That one there. Viewer list. It's probably populating it. Okay. It uses the generic symbols that everybody uses on the internet. So I'll say who is in. Let's see. I'm mostly still sketching on this one, deciding where I think her hair.
So who's coming to see us on April 21st?
April 21st. Oh, at
Disney
Co-op. Yeah.
The co-op, the Marketplace
co-op.
Marketplace
Co-op's underground gallery located at Disney Springs at the Walt Disney World Resort. Is that the legal name?
Actually, I'll put up
actually what you should do is put up the link to our events page. Because that way too,
Facebook.
Events page at Facebook. Not the events account. Events page at Facebook. Because if people go there and click subscribe, it will tell them every time I add a new event. And we're going to be adding a lot more events very soon. Kind of fun. Just got back from England a couple weeks ago. We did the Avalon Fairy Fair in Glastonbury, which was always fun. We've done that a few times.
Oh, Glastonbury?
Yeah, I don't even know how many times we've done that.
Glastonbury, I think we've done 5 times.
5 times?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it's funny when we're in Glastonbury. The first time I was there, I felt like I was at a Renaissance festival because everybody has a British accent. Yeah. Not a fake British accent, but a real one.
Yeah, Ren fairs are more like the fake British accents.